So, if you are also planning to do a PhD in future and you're looking around European countries or America, Australia or New Zealand that it would be possible for you to do a PhD program, then surely Germany is the best option for you. The German doctorate enjoys an outstanding reputation all around the world. Germany's research institutions, universities, and companies welcome international researchers and offer excellent opportunities for doctoral students. Structured PhD programs, for example, often have a strong international orientation with English as the team language. Roughly, if you think, 30,000 graduate students complete a doctorate in Germany every year, far more than in any other European country. Every year, 5,000 international scholars are awarded a doctorate by a German university. The length of time a doctorate takes also varies. 3 to 5 years are typical. So there are two ways to do your PhD. If you decide to do a doctorate, you can choose between different forms of studies, depending on your discipline, research area, personal circumstances, and formal qualifications. There are two different paths. Number one is individual doctorate. The individual doctorate is based on independent research carried out alone under the supervision of one professor. This is the traditional path followed by over 3 quarters of all doctorate students in Germany. The number two is structured PhD programs. These programs offer a form of study similar to that found in English speaking countries. A team of supervisors guide their doctoral candidates. Doctoral students in Germany usually work part time as academic assistants or research associates, paid PhD positions, or receive a scholarship. Germany welcomes international graduates, and many funding organizations support international PhD students. In 2015 alone, the German Academic Exchange Service (DAAD) supported over 5,100 international doctoral students in Germany with scholarships. If we talk about funding for PhD students, then many German funding organizations support highly talented international PhD students. Organizations that provide scholarships for outstanding students usually also support them with seminars and opportunities to exchange views within an alumni network. If you are working at a German university, suppose if you are completing an individual doctorate, employment at a university is common. Often PhD students are employed as academic assistants or research associates on part-time fixed-term contracts at the institution of their supervisors, where they are usually deployed in teaching and or in usually third-party funded research projects. Many of you may think, what does it cost to do a PhD in Germany? So the good news is that tuition fee for a doctorate at a German university is basically free, at least at public higher education institutions. This applies to individual PhD and to structured PhD programs. However, all enrolled PhD students must pay a semester contribution. How high this fee is depends on the services that are included. For example, use of public transport. As a rule, it's between 70 to 350 euros, not more than that, per semester. So you will need to meet your living costs while living in Germany if you are doing a PhD over there. Currently, anyone applying for a visa to study in Germany must be able to provide that they have access to money of roughly around 8,800 euros for a year. As a rule, this sum is not sufficient to cover all the cost. On average, according to a survey by the German National Association of Student Affairs, a student in Germany spends about 800 euros a month on rent, food, clothing, traveling, work materials, leisure activities, etc. Once you have enrolled at a university, your list of expenditures will also include the semester fees that have to be paid when you re-register every 6 months. The student card you then receive allows you to pay lower fares on the bus, eat cheaply at the refectory, and often pay reduced admission fees. So let's talk about the requirements that are needed in order to do a PhD from Germany. So first of all, we'll discuss the factor, is German must? For example, if you think that you have to do a PhD from Germany and you are thinking about learning German too, although being able to speak the host country's language is extremely useful, if you are doing an individual doctorate, as a rule, writing the doctoral thesis in German is not a requirement. You can find out which language can be used for your thesis in the respective doctoral regulations. Structured programs frequently allow students to complete their doctorate in English. And if you are working for an individual doctorate and wish to enroll for a doctoral course at the university, in some cases you may need to present a German language examination certificate. So the next, if we talk about, is about finding a PhD place. As you begin your search for a doctoral place, you must decide whether you wish to pursue a doctorate on your own under the supervision of a professor, individual doctoral study, I mean to say, or participate in a structured based PhD program, for example, at a graduate school. Then you have to search for a PhD place in PhD program. Third, recognition of your higher education degrees. Well, this is, I think, the most important point you need to think about. The most important formal qualifications for beginning a PhD in Germany is a very good higher education degree that is recognized in Germany. Generally, a minimum of 8 semesters of academic study is required, and the degree must be equivalent to a German master. Decisions on the recognition of earlier periods of study lie solely with the individual German higher education institution. Prospective doctoral candidates must submit an application for the recognition of their higher education qualifications to the Dean's Office or the Board of Examiners. Exceptionally well qualified international students and applicants might be admitted as doctoral students with a bachelor degree, fast track program this is called. Usually an examination is then required. More information can be found in the doctoral regulations, which are usually posted on the respective departments' websites. The next point, acceptance as a doctoral candidate in a university department. Once you have found your supervisor, you have taken the most important step. Now the responsible department or doctoral committee must confirm your eligibility as a doctoral candidate. This usually involves completing an application that includes a statement by your doctoral supervisor, certified copies of certificates, and the university degree that entitles you to engage in doctoral study. The next one is admission to the doctoral studies. The decision on admission to study Zulassung zum Studium is taken by the responsible body at the higher education institution on the basis of current study and/or your doctoral degree regulations. In some cases, admission is dependent on a further examination that determines whether the applicant's knowledge reaches the standard required for German higher education degree. If the doctoral program requires that the doctoral thesis is written in German, it is sometimes the case that the candidates must submit proof of adequate knowledge of German. However, it's not necessary to write your thesis in German. Conditions pertaining to the language of the thesis are outlined in the doctoral regulations of the corresponding department, which are normally available on the department's website. Doctoral regulations contain the most important academic department rules governing the award of doctorate. They cover admissions to the doctoral program, admission candidates, admission conditions, for example, degree, qualification, and grades, regulations on submitting the thesis and obtaining expert opinions, as well as the details of the oral examination. So, the last but not least, if we talk about enrollment, well, after considering all the mentioned and spoken points, there are several advantages enrolling as a doctoral candidate, for instance, securing better legal status as a foreign resident. To be eligible for enrollment, the university must first accept your application for admission to doctoral studies. However, not all departments require doctoral candidates to officially enroll at a university. Provisions pertaining to enrollment are stipulated in the doctoral regulations issued by the faculty, which are usually posted on the faculty's website. So the next step that seems to be the key for searching a PhD program or doing a PhD in Germany
is how to find a PhD. So the best way is I would recommend is the source of DAAD, that is Deutsche Akademische Austauschdienst, German Academic Exchange Service. The organization offered almost 5,100 students last year the PhD programs alone. This organization. So this is a very simple website, and I'll have. So this is a very informative website, and I have given you the link of this website, the database in the description. Please visit this website. If you want to choose a PhD in Germany, then this website is the best one for you. So here are much more options for you to choose from a PhD program. For example, here are different types of programs to choose with. So I will show you an example. So here we see that it's written WISS Mitarbeiter in software technology. So if you open it up, and you may look around the different information they have given here. So for example, the number of position is one, the time span, while it's written over here that it can last up to 28 months, and application deadlines, for example, 24th of November 2017. Financing, yes, you will be financed by the university. The type of position, PhD, individual supervisor. So it's an individual supervisor PhD program, not a structured based. So it will last up to 1 to 2 years. The field of research is mathematics, natural sciences, and engineering. So the subjects will be software technology, and the description is written over here that you can read if it's relevant to your interest. And if you want to find out filtered based PhD, for example, for you, then you can choose from this selection area. You can write here a keyword, and then you can give here more information. For example, type of position, a full PhD position, or 1 to 2 years research stay, for example. So if you choose a full PhD position, then you'll have to give here different options. You can filter your search. So if you need financing, you can choose yes. And field of research, arts, music, sports, engineering, law, economics, mathematics, medicine, veterinary medicine, agriculture, forestry, and natural sciences. So it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to choose an option. It's up to you, the field of qualification that you have already gained. So the working language, you can also choose here German or English, and you can choose other one as well. So if you choose English and your desired city, so the bigger cities will offer more places that you know exactly. If we choose Berlin, and then you can refine your selection, and you can get here the results. So it's up to you, whatever you have given here. You can change the search criteria from here, and then you can search it once again, and there you see that you get a lot of options. 3 PhD offers for you. So we have just changed the field of research. So here are the types of research that you can get. So research positions, first of all, we look where we have below it. So first of all, if we have a look around, the first option, so it's a research position in the department visual data analysis. So this is for male and females, both of them. So financing is available, and this working language will be German and English, and you can apply for this program without any problem. Here are given all the information that you need to apply for this. Here is the department website, and you can write an email, or you can contact them through their telephone number as well. So you can apply from here as well by this short link. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm very hopeful that you may have learned something from this video. And if you like the video, then please thumbs up for this. And if you haven't subscribed till yet, please subscribe my channel for more of the information. And once you have subscribed my channel, and if you have turned on the notification by hitting the bell icon, then the next videos that I will be uploading will be through to your YouTube channel. So thanks a lot, guys. Till next time, bye bye.